Okay. Let's get going here, right? My name's Kurt. Wait. Hold on. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and this is our regularly scheduled time that we try and get together every Wednesday and draw. No, it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. I had some technical issues yesterday, but I am here and we're going to draw this portrait that we were planning to draw yesterday. And just to refresh you, there's our picture here that we're going to draw. And I'm sorry about the technical things, but I have ran 2 different drawing sessions already today with 0 problems. So I think we are looking good. So let's just keep plugging on and see what happens this afternoon, okay? Hey, John, what is up, my friend? Yes, tongue-tied. You're absolutely right. So let's see. Before we start, let's take a. I was looking at some of the portraits that people have been posting in the Facebook group, and I want to try and simplify that. I'm always trying to think of ways to simplify this. Okay, so what I want to talk about is that when you go to draw a portrait, you always want to start off with trying to determine what the 2D axis is. All right, 2D axis. Make sure we're on the right layer here. 2D axis, 3D axis, and then the placement of the face. All right, let's talk about this. And let's do it a little bit differently than we've done before. So here are 4 different views of this gentleman's face, and they're all at different axes. Yeah. Hey, did I? Hey, Leah, how are you? Yes, you did. I think you were there. So here we go. So good to see you again. So let's look at these heads here. Let's make this simple here. So let's just come on our page and draw 4 spheres. And look, I'm not crunched up in my pencil here. I'm kind of holding it from the back, okay? Holding it from the back there. No stories today, okay? No stories. Maybe. So, all right, so we got 4 faces here, all right? Well, let's just look at let's establish the 2D axis on each one. So starting up here, we'll go A, B, C, and D, okay? So A, look at the 2D axis, is the head tilting to the left or to the right? That's what we're asking ourselves in these, right? So 2D axis, A, he's like straight up and down. B, his head is straight up and down. Oh, look at this. Now, C, I'm gonna say it's straight up and down. And D, it's also straight up and down. Okay, and you might be thinking, no, it's not. All right, but let's look at this closely now. Now let's look at the 3D axis. Is it coming forward or is it coming back? All right, so first one, let's just draw a brow line across. Nope, that's not, it's not leaning forward, it's not leaning back. What about in B? Nope. It's looking straight on. But look at this. Look in C. Okay, he is tilted, his head is back. So let's do that right there. Stories is great for patrons. That's right. All right. Maybe once we get into it, I'll tell you the story of my encounter with Keith Haring. All right. Keith Haring. That's a good one. All right. And then on D, and if you don't know who Keith Haring is, just do a Google search and I will tell you that story. All right. D. D, he is leaning forward. Okay, so you see that? So that's how we indicate whether if a head is going back, we put a brow line that way. If he's looking forward, we do a brow line like this. All right. So that's 3D. All right, placement of the face. Where where along this brow line is the face? So in A, look, the face is right there, and we can use this. Sometimes you'll see people talk about a T. Okay, a T is, it lines up from the two temples going straight across, and then the line straight down the center. All right. B, okay, what's going on with B? All right, temples on the outside, it's looking straight at us. There's that letter T right there. You see that? All right, here we go. Keep going here. Look at this. We've got okay, see, I was just thinking of something. Why is that like that? All right, never mind. I'm just gonna keep going. All right, we got our angle right there. The head, the face is facing that way there. You see that? There's the letter T. All right, and then look at over here. We've got his face right there, and there's the center line of his face. So right just from that simple one, two, three, those three steps, we've already determined the direction and the angle of the face. Hey Pamela, we just got started, so you're not late, you're right on time. So, and I haven't even told my story yet, so you can hang in there. We'll get to that in a little bit. All right, so now we've got these four faces. We've established the 2D axis, the 3D, and now the face, and we've kind of put where our temple is. Let's go ahead and just slice off the side of these faces here. So they're more like a skull. All right, this one is going to come down like this. See that? That one there, all right, it's going to come over here like this. And then B, it's going to be down like this. Look at that. Easy. Easy. Just put those down and don't be afraid. So then next thing we slice off the heads. Okay, let's draw a straight line down here along the side. You can't see it on that view, but you can see it right there, and it's right there, right? Okay, let's come down here just a little bit, and then let's get this jaw in. So this jaw is just going to sweep around like that. Jaw is going to sweep around like this. Okay, jaw's going to drop down a little bit and sweep around. Look at this. You can even come over here like this if you want to. Okay, it's going to drop down a little bit. It's going to sweep around here, and this is going to have a nice sweep like that. And if I'm going too fast, just slow me down. Somebody let me know. All right, let's just kind of finish the top of the skull up here. Top of it is right there. Okay, we're coming up here. All right, coming up there like that. All right, let's look at a couple proportions I want you to remember here. So let's just say, I'm looking at A here, so I'm a little more accurate, right? Bottom of the nose, you might want to write these down. Cheekbone, bottom of the ear, back of skull. When I say back of skull, that means the neck is coming right there, okay? So this is nose, cheek, bottom of the ear, back of skull. All right. Look at this one here. Here's his nose. Nose lines up. Remember what we just discovered, or we just talked about, the bottom of the ear. Top of the ear usually will line up with the brow line there. Hey, Mariana. Signed in late. We haven't even started. Just going over basic stuff right now. All right, so there we are. There is the Gabala, right? Right, you knew that. the nose. There's his cheek. All right, his ear. Is it going to always be in that back corner? And back of head, look at that. Back of skull where the neck connects is right there. Jump over here. Bottom of the nose. Cheekbone. Ear, lower quadrant right there. Back of head, this is where his neck will come in. All right. I think that's what we're going to do that's what we're going to do here for our little warm up. I'm going to just kind of go in here and add a tone to the side of my heads here. And from there, let's see. Usually, here's one more proportion you could think of. This is the hairline right there. Usually you go to a third of the nose, and then usually a chin is a third. These are usually a thirds. Hairline back here. Brow line, bottom of the nose. A third down is the chin, so maybe I'm a little bit low. All right, hairline right there. Brow line, a third. Bottom of the nose. Bottom of chin. All right. All right, there's a test. There's a test at the end. Okay, that's it. Let's move on to our drawing now. That should give you a real good basis for drawing the base skull, the base head, okay? Without any features, just getting that, finding the 2D, the 3D, and the face. All right. Let's bring up our girl now. All right, let's go ahead and start. Let's jump right into it here, and I'm going to make my drawing. I think my head just a little bit smaller here. There you go. All right, let's get a sphere. That's a good. It's always a good place to start. "2D axis." All right, I think she seems to possibly leaning slightly to the left. 3D axis here, right? And I'm kind of at a low point, so I'm going to slightly curve this. And then the face placement. So if this is going to be, let's do this before we do. Let's get that. Let's maybe just kind of put a line here to help us think of where the side of her face is going to go there. And from here, I'm going to kind of estimate where that temple is going to be. And I like to hold my pencil further back when I'm at this point. It keeps it loose. Okay, when you get your center line, it's not exactly center. You want to shift it a little bit to the right. Same angle. That's going to come down to the center there. I'm trying to visually determine how far I want to come down for that chin. And then a nice sweep underneath. Again, holding your pencil from the way back, that should keep it nice and loose. She has this lovely, lovely neck here, so I'm gonna get that neck in there. I'm going to come that back of the neck right there. And then what's great is on her, you could see these great tendons coming down. Tendons come from behind the ear down toward right here, the pit of the neck. And her pit of the neck is going to be right there. And so we'll just do one of these, okay? Now you can see the underside. If I go too fast, slow me down. Somebody slow me down. You can see the underside of her chin slightly. So I am going to do something like that. And it's probably even a little bit more. All right, now that I got this in, I can start to make some small adjustments here that I want. Now, I'm going to draw like the base where the bottom of her nose comes into her head there. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. And now the tip of her nose. So this is going to come out a little bit like that, you see? Her gabella. Okay. I'm going to change my jaw slightly. Okay, let's get these position of these eyes in place here. So I'm going to kind of come in like that. I'm going to put her chin in. Now, she's pretty young, so she doesn't really, it's hard to see where the ball of the mouth is behind the lips. This which makes the lips curve. And what's behind all of that are your teeth. Your teeth are very round. They're like a ball. And so that's why we call it the ball of the mouth. So I have this straight line here as the center line, but we should probably curve that now because we're talking about the surface. It goes around. Look, it goes around. Okay, let's get into some detail here. And let's see. Before we do that, let's just kind of guesstimate. I'm just gonna kind of put a location for this ear in. All right, let's get these eyes in. You know what? My eyes, I think, are too high. You know, when you go to correct a drawing, sometimes it's better if you're like, oh, look, my eyes are too high. It's better to don't erase, like draw the correction first and then erase. A lot of times if you, oh, that's a new tip I don't think I've ever said here. It's an exclusive. It's a Patreon exclusive. As John would say. No. If you need to make a correction, don't erase and then make your correction. Make your correction and then erase. Because a lot of times, if you just erase, you will draw right exactly where it was before. So draw the correction first and then erase, okay? All right, let's continue on. All right, so where are we at here? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead then and take a close look at these eyelids now. And I'm going to, they're kind of coming in this direction. All right, so let's get the first one, the top one here. It's coming down. Remember, 3 lines on top. And the other one here. 3 lines on top, 2 on head. I can't, just they come out. So you never know. Hey, I'll take virtual. All right, here it comes. Let's go. Let's get this pupil in place now. All right. And she's got this other pupil over there. And let's. The other thing I'm going to do, because I've kind of drawn this a little bit too dark underneath there. I'm just going to come in here and add a little tone. Tone on both sides. All right, let's get these eyelids and look at the think of clay going around a ball, and that's what you're forming here. We're forming these eyelids. Okay, let's come down to our nose now and look closely at the nose. The nose is the septum, I think. The center part of the nose on this picture, because it's 3/4, is shifted a little bit to the right. Do you see that? So it's going to come down like that. Okay, this nostril opening, something like that. Oh, I might have made that a little too long. And I could slightly see just a hair the other side there. Oh, it's blurry. The video is blurry. Is it me? Can someone answer? Oh, it might be. Look at that. It might be me. Let's see if that helps there. Looks okay on my end. All right. It looked like it was lagging in stream quality just for a second there, Mariana. So it might give it a second. It might get sharp again. Okay. Here we go. Well, they're all piling on. Let's get this nostril in the back here. And now, look at that way I just drew that. There's the back end, and instead of coming all the way around like that, don't do that. I didn't do that. I just kind of got the back end here, and then I might just add a little bit like this. You see? Where this indent is, and then your mind will fill in the rest there. Okay, I'm gonna add a little tone. I'm gonna add a little tone up here. And a little tone on this side. She restarted it. Maybe, would you like me to sing all of your comments as they show up? Whoa, this boy's getting silly. Silly in the afternoon. All right, let's get the side of our cheek coming in here now. And be very careful at the negative space in that area. Ooh, look at that. Her nose has quite a dip there. LOL. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. That would be cool, though. That would be a funny event. We'd have to get Mercy to come in and play the piano behind me. Get Danielle to do that. All right, let's keep going here. Let's get this. Let's get some shading underneath this nose. And she has this really nice coarse shadow here. So just on the tip of the nose, just come a little bit darker here. It will really read as round. right, let's get the V of her lips. There's the V right there. Now, look closely now at the lips. Don't rush them, because they're the way that they are a thing of beauty. So just get these corners here now. So we'll start with this corner here. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go all the way across. I'm going to look here and try and get this lined up. Okay. Like I said before, because she's so young, this barrel of the mouth is hardly noticeable. And I think I need to be a little bit lower. I'm just gonna put a little line to make sure I got my alignment right. All right, let's get that top lip in now. And then the bottom one, then the crease in between the lips. Remember, when you, let's just do this really quickly on this side here. Do this. So you get that little bit of an overlap, okay? It's slight on her, but it's still there. And be careful where you line up the bottom lip now. Darker at the corners. Corner of this. Oh. I have to make an adjustment on mine. I got too carried away, wasn't paying attention. Let me show you, and I just saw it. See, we all make errors. Look at that. Look at the inside part of her nose there. Okay, now look at mine. Oh, that is awful looking. So, fortunately for me, I got the power to make that adjustment. And you all might think that's unfair advantage. Well, yes, it is a little bit. Gotta make that adjustment. Okay, carry on. All right, let's get some tone underneath her lips. See, even I have to make adjustments. This is going to be the shadow there. All right. All right, let's get this hair in. So I'm going to start on the right. I'm going to start on the right side there. Let's see. That lines up with right in between that eyeball. Okay. Straight down. I'm looking at this negative space here on the. I'm looking at this negative space over here. Nice big S curve. All right. Another S curve over here, slight. We're losing people. After my mistake, back side of her head. Now, all I'm doing right now is just looking for the overall shape of her hair. No detail yet, just the shape. All right, let's get this ear in now. All right, ear. I'm going to kind of use, sometimes you don't have to use curve lines. You can use straight ones. That helps to get it squared up there. And then the inside here, look at this. Surface lines, they're going, that goes in. A slight overlap there. Watch. Slight overlap. Okay. And then this is going to come around, blend that. And then you got the letter Y showing up. Have this earring. Now the glasses. I love glasses. Glasses really do add a great personality to the person, all right? So let's start with the outside part right here, and I want to get the right angle. So I'm just going to give myself a line here. That's going to be the outside part of the glasses. Let's see if I can show you what I'm thinking. This is the process. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to come in there. Okay? And then lightly I'm going to get that in. And that in. So I'll get the right angle. Okay? Now you should be able to draw a, yeah, there. Draw an X in that like any other plane or rectangle in perspective. Okay? So let's take this back just a little bit. we'll do like this. That way you could kind of see it. So there's that. Side of her head, this is going to come out way over here. Okay. There's the top. Now how low does this come? All right, it's going to go right through the nose there. Keep that light. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now we can go in heavy here. Let's see. This is going to be coming back from her ear there. There's the side. And the same thing on this side here, right? I'm going to find the bridge. I'm going to put the bridge in here. Let's see that. It gives me something to aim for when I and I'm looking at the glasses, and so they're kind of rounder on the outside, and then they come in like this. You see that? All right, here I go. Oops. I'll go with it. So we got that one. Okay, styles, they're coming straight down, right? And they curve around here. Come over here. I'm not. Okay, I think they're about there maybe, huh? Not perfect, but good enough. I think this corner is a little bit, should be a little more curved. And what else? Look at this. I'm gonna make some adjustments on mine. Oh gosh. All right. Okay, I'm going to squint my eyes now. And I'm going to add some tone to her hair. And tone over here as well. right, let's get some shadows in here. Now, if I've established that cast shadow on the underside of her nose, you see that? That's the tone that I want to go for, because the other shadows are about that same. So let's just kind of do something like this maybe. And I'm keeping my eye on that shadow underneath her nose. And then this is curving around. And then look at her chin now. Her chin has that beautiful core shadow. You see this? What if you don't see it? Let me first do this. Let me add a little bit of tone down here and into her neck as well. And now watch this. This is going to make it really read right here. So you want to just come in there with that darker value. And this continues to go all the way up. And then this is really dark under here. And then dark on her hair over here. All right. I'm adding some darker values to create some contrast. Okay, so really quickly, we're gonna end right now. I think you guys did a great job. I'm sure. Can't wait to see how it ends up. But I promised you a quick story. So here's the story with Keith Haring. At the time, man, when I was at art school, all these great stories happened. So I was really naive and a bit stupid when I was in art school. And I was just so overwhelmed with trying to keep up with my classmates that I just had blinders on what was going on around me. All I was concerned about was doing a good job. And our school had commissioned Keith Haring to come out and draw a mural, paint a mural right outside of our library building on the inside. And essentially, I was so naive with what pop art was at the time. I mean, this was in the late 80s. I think it was in 89. And Keith Haring was all the rage, and the school had commissioned him to come in and paint this mural. Well, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know his background or anything, but I just, It was late. It was late night on a midweek, and I was coming out of the library. Nobody was around, and he was by himself sitting there painting this mural. And I kind of looked up and I thought, eh. And I walked away. I could have stopped and chit-chatted with him for a while and talked to him a little bit, but I just thought the mural was stupid. So I didn't even know who it was. I just thought he was some random student just painting. Anyways, a couple years later, he ended up dying. He died. And, it was like another one of those, it's no laughing matter. He died. And I looked back and I thought, man, Kurt, you should have been aware of what was going on around you. So there was my Keith Haring story for you, okay? And that came to everyone who stuck around for the whole hour. So there you go, all right? Hey, thanks for watching. You guys are the best. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. Do like and subscribe to the video. I do appreciate it. If you want more instruction, go down to the description down below and join the daily draw, or join one of our other classes, or join our Facebook group, even better. Okay? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or evening. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Thanks, John and Mariana and Pamela and Leah and who else? Okay, I think that's it. Who chimed in? Okay, and Pamela, I said that. All right, bye. See you guys later. Bye.